Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to IZW. It is time once again to get your weekly shot of adrenaline. As you see, we have a fantastic crowd here tonight in Lawton, Oklahoma at the Impact Arena, and we are ready to get things underway. By the way, I am B.H. Drew, and to my left here is Mike, by the way.
Hey, it's Mike, by the way. Welcome again, as Drew said, to your weekly shot of adrenaline. What a great program we have lined up for you, and certainly as we get a chance, we'll be bringing up some recap points from Coronation and all the things that have been brewing here in the recent events that have transpired.
You say recap points. Can we believe what happened at Coronation when Jermaine Johnson, the so-called leader of the hype section, who loves his fans, just does that vile, disgusting act of joining the natural-born traitor Johnny Z?
You know what? I could have never pictured that happening. You know that. And especially given what he had promised to do, coming into Coronation, which is call it fairly.
He promised to call it straight down the middle. Not let anything get in his way. But we got what we got, and hopefully we get some.
Well, we got ripped off is what we got. Plain and simple. It was a very ugly situation that went down, and for those of you who didn't see it, why don't you go ahead and call it like we saw it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Coming to the ring first, are the team of the Big Picture, David Windsor, the Image of Four, Kevin Morgan, Big Business.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are kicking things off here tonight with a tag team match. As you see, Kevin Morgan and David Windsor are making their way to the ring. As you can see, they are not holding the tag team championships. Can you believe what we saw at Coronation?
Hey, that was crazy, Drew. The whole thing, the side effect that sent Kevin Morgan run into the bathroom after a hit.
It wasn't even just the bathroom, okay? It was the women's restroom.
It was
right here in the Impact
Arena. The public
Arena.
women's restroom in the Impact Arena. What a display of how dangerous experimentation can be and how things can go so wrong.
But give it to his side. He thought that it was going to make them more powerful and give him more strength to be able to capture the tag team gold. But as we see, they have nothing around their waist. Only thing that he got out of that match was a very bad odor that just drifted all over this arena.
Well, you know what? It was highly unorthodox, but that's the risk that you take. When you're trying to experiment with new things and you're expected to put on a performance for the championship, come on now. And it looks like we are going to have the East-West players make their entrance into the ring here shortly. Now, they gave a stunning performance, what was it, 2 weeks ago with Double D.
Before Coronation.
Yeah, backing up Double D in the six-man tag team.
And their opponents, they are the team of the Midnight Rider and Soto Miyagi, the East-West Players.
And going back to what you said, just a phenomenal performance by the East-West Players. Just 2 short weeks ago, backing up Double D in that match, just having his back. It was great just to see the chemistry that these two could have. And
exactly.
Can we see some of that unorthodox offense tonight?
We may, that was the best that they've looked for quite some time. So hey, those guys are those guys shocked us then, where it was supposed to be. That was a setup. Just a setup.
As you guys can see at home, we have some powder being thrown up by Soto Miyagi. That's his tradition right there. That's a part of his culture. He throws that up to kind of bless the ring, to kind of prepare himself for the match.
Is Midnight Rider, is he OCD or something? He always comes out sweeping.
He used to be a janitor here a while back.
No kidding.
I think he's in he used to be a janitor, so he likes to sweep up around the ring before he gets in and does his thing.
I would really like to think that he's OCD. He obviously has respect for a good clean establishment, which is cool. You know, it's a good trait to have.
And our ring is looking wonderful tonight. Can I say that?
It is. You know, it was so tore up after Coronation that there's a new cover on this ring, and these guys, the East-West players versus Big Business, are going to get to be the first people to test this new canvas.
Yeah, and you know the reason that we had to get a new canvas is because the reason we had to get the new canvas in was just because of that Impact X match, man. All the blood that came off of the face of Morte just soaked into the canvas. We couldn't let our athletes compete in that kind of environment.
Hey, you know, speaking of Morte, later on tonight we'll have an update on his condition. I'm sure all the fans are aware of what happened after Coronation last week.
Yeah,
he went from a high to a low.
Very devastating news, but
devastating
I don't think it's as devastating as Soto Miyagi getting hit in the corner with these big right hands by Kevin Morgan.
Kevin Morgan obviously is in full form tonight. He does not have to use the bathroom, it would appear. If he does, he can definitely hold it. Wow.
Well, I actually don't think he got some of that so-called juice that he had last week, so hopefully he can put on a good performance here tonight. But by the way, speaking of their performance, can these two stay on the same page tonight as a tag team? We obviously did not see that at Coronation.
We didn't see it at Coronation, and we also saw a lot of frustration between the two. We saw we saw them get pretty upset. They had a shoving match like immediately after they lost. You know, Kevin Morgan returned to find out that they lost, and the Birds of Prey were already gone, if I'm not mistaken. They were already gone.
They flew away. The spotlight came in the sky, and they had to get out of here, man. They definitely had an emergency to go. They had to go save somebody.
I'd say so. And the crowd is getting taunted, or excuse me, Windsor is getting taunted by the crowd right here.
And we love the crowd. You know, I mean, the crowd makes our job a lot better, because when you have a very vocal crowd, that means that the wrestlers are doing their job.
Exactly.
And it just makes the show 20 times better.
That's absolutely right, you know, and whether you're a fan here in the audience or a fan tuning in on GFL.TV, we'd like to welcome you once again to an extraordinary night following just 1 week after Coronation. Damon Windsor in some trouble with the Midnight Rider here in the ring. You know, Damon could gather some power.
Down with that big clothesline, man. I mean, that was a very impactful clothesline right at the get-go there for the Midnight Rider, and he's just getting picked apart here. And Big Business is actually doing very well as a tag team. They are on the same page right now.
You know,
but can this last?
And last week at Coronation, we saw, well, Damon wasn't at fault for it for sure, but you know, it was kind of a one-man show either way. You know,
that's why you don't go experimenting with things that you do not know. Nobody has any idea what the hell's in that potion, Mike. I mean, I wouldn't drink it. I know certainly you wouldn't drink it. Why would Kevin Morgan drink it, knowing that he has a big title match just right before he drank that stuff, man?
You know, it takes me a while just to adjust to a new flavor of it takes me a while to adjust to a new flavor of Kool-Aid, let alone something I have no idea what it's going to do.
Midnight Rider looking great with that big clothesline to Morgan.
Midnight Rider looking like a force to be reckoned with, but he appears dizzy as he approaches Morgan to add a little bit more pain and suffering to the non-champions, the non-tag team champions.
Yeah,
the Image of War.
A big tag team maneuver here by Soto Miyagi and the Midnight Rider. Looks like it's about to get broken up, and it does. Wow. Oh, wow. Kevin Morgan is picking apart Soto Miyagi before he can even get any offense going. And that's when Kevin Morgan is most dangerous. If Kevin Morgan is in there with a smaller individual, before Soto Miyagi could get any of that speed going, Kevin Morgan shuts him down.
Well, you know, at this point, BH, the East-West players are kind of finding themselves in the same situation, bathroom withstanding, of course, that Big Business was in last week. You know, where they weren't tagging each other as frequently as they should. They obviously had a discussion at some point after Coronation to find out what went wrong, and you know, they're keeping each other fresh tonight. They're tagging frequently. They're doing everything right. I'd say Big Business is on a good track for tonight.
And you know, I mean, I know that you now host After the Impact. Is that right?
That is right.
That is right.
Actually,
have you ever had the opportunity to speak to either Kevin Morgan or Damon Windsor?
No, I haven't caught them yet. They took off pretty quick last week, but I'm sure I'll catch up with them eventually, and I'm sure the thoughts will be, if nothing else, more defined than as a memory and something to contemplate than.
Well, I just want to wish you luck on hosting After the Impact.
Well,
I heard
thanks,
it can get pretty crazy.
Hey, you know, it could get crazy. Anything can happen with these guys. You know, I try and catch them at their biggest. Wow, look at these chops coming in from Soto Miyagi on Damon Windsor.
And it looks like it's going to be a 10-punch combination. Can Soto Miyagi get all 10 punches in when he has Damon Windsor in the corner? Wait a minute.
Wow, the audience is happy to count that out.
Top rope. A top rope guillotine-like maneuver there right to the throat of Soto Miyagi.
That has got to be a crushing maneuver for anybody's windpipe.
He might not even have an Adam's apple after that, Mike.
Isn't that the only? Never mind. Actually, you know, I was going to say something, but I think it's more appropriate to talk about how Big Business is looking completely different than they did last week. Of course, last week is when the money was made, but
oh, wait a minute! We have a schoolboy. Oh.
Wow.
Almost had the win, but Kevin Morgan, I think that just pissed him off right there. Having a roll-up.
Kevin Morgan he is all about Big Business right now, and he's showing that through and through tonight with his performance. Big Business has been the dominant force in this matchup.
Yes, that is right, Mike. And by the way, while I have the opportunity here, I just want to say for everybody watching at home, you heard me speak of After the Impact earlier. It will be hosted by Mike, by the way, my broadcast colleague here. And it will be available on IZW's YouTube channel. Go ahead and search up IZW After the Impact on YouTube.com, and you will find that show. With a big boot by Kevin Morgan right to the face of Soto Miyagi.
Oh, wow. You know, hey, they're dominating the ring
They're
tonight.
doing very well. I am surprised right now. If they could have done this last week, we could be looking at the tag team championship.
Hey, if it's not, wow, look at this. If it's not the juice, you think it could be the canvas?
Man, I don't know, man. That canvas is looking very, very good out there. I mean, maybe they're just trying to break it in for the next people that's going to be wrestling.
Yeah, well, they're definitely doing a good job of that. All of these guys are doing a good job of that because the bottom line is that somebody is going to walk away the loser. One of these teams is going to walk away the loser.
Soto Miyagi with a straight shot to the jaw. Can he come up after this? He's got him. Oh, cut off by Windsor already without any offense.
Oh! A big slam by Damon Windsor. Soto Miyagi just looks out of it. I'm amazed he got up after he was slammed onto that top rope.
You know, with Damon Windsor holding him up as long as he did, that just cuts off the circulation and the airflow to the brain right before the slam, which does more powerful damage.
Oh yeah, well, you know, I mean, if you hit the ground and you're out of air, you know, you're gonna get the
wait a minute, Midnight Rider is getting some shots in here. Oh,
the Midnight Rider!
Talk about a head collision there. Talk about two heads becoming one. You know, he's got them both rolling here, man. Can Midnight Rider and Soto Miyagi pull this off?
Well,
wait a minute. We got Double D coming down. Double D is now involved in this matchup.
Double D has entered the ring and is ready.
Springboard mule kick by Double D right to Big Business. Referee is down. Mark Wilson is trying to help out the Midnight Rider. Looks like wait a minute, we got Jermaine out here.
Jermaine Johnson is in
the whole Impact Elite is out here. Johnny Z and George Jacob.
We see the convict coming down slowly.
Out here too.
This is chaotic.
All hell is broken
absolutely
loose.
Chaotic.
All hell is broken loose here in the Impact Arena. It looks like
ladies and gentlemen, your winners
That was pure chaos.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was pure chaos, but we do have a winner of the tag team match, and that is the East-West Blaze. They did pick up the victory, but what just happened, Mike?
Well, you know, we first Double D came out, and Impact Elite couldn't have been far behind him. You know, I think all of them kind of had the same idea where they said, you know, hey, we're not letting these guys
Johnny
go.
Z has something to say.
Cut that music!
What is on the mind of the next?
Hey, I got something I need to say.
Let's listen to Johnny G address
Hold
us.
on. This is beneath you. Everyone out here is beneath you. You're the natural born leader. I'll handle this. That is my point right there. Double D just came out here and all you people cheering while that dude straight up cheated. And then, like the coward he is, he ran from a one-on-one situation. We weren't gonna jump him or anything. Johnny Z was going to handle him like he always does, all by himself. Like only I can.
Strong words from Jermaine Johnson.
But that's my point exactly. He's a coward, and that's why I didn't want to be on his side. That's why it was easy to see the light and become a follower of the natural born leader, Johnny Z. All of you should do the same. All of you right now should just bow. You should bow to your natural born leader. Or you should get on Twitter and follow him too.
That's right. Johnny Z.
Now that I'm a member of Impact Elite, Johnny Z, I will be your right-hand man. Right hand. I will make sure that no problem ever meets your plate. Your plate will always be clean. You'll have an easy schedule because I'll handle that for you. That's what I do. As a member of Impact Elite, I will make sure that being first in command means you're a problem solver. So any problem you have will be solved, and I know what the first problem you need solved is. You know what problem you need solved? Oh, I know, sir. And I'm gonna handle that problem because the problem in Impact Elite is you.
Wait a minute here.
Wow.
Impact Elite is beating the hell out of David Windsor.
Oh, well, it looks like they're beating the hell. Oh, they're beating the hell out of him, and they're beating him the hell out.
What is the reason for this? Why is this happening?
You know, oh, wow. What a beatdown Damon Windsor is receiving at the hands of his former mates.
Big European uppercut by Kevin Morgan to Windsor, and Windsor just getting completely dissected here by Impact Elite.
Big business is bankrupt, and Impact Elite is making Damon Windsor very aware of the fact that he is welcome.
What a shot by the IZW Championship right to the face and skull reaching of Damon Windsor. That has got to be it for him. He has got to be knocked out after that.
Yeah, I think he was shocked initially, and well, of course, now there can't be much thought behind that.
You know, you say shocked, everybody in this arena is shocked. Oh! Whoa! That Damon Windsor is out, man. That Impact Elite is just destroying everything in their path. They have a new acquisition now, that's Jermaine Johnson.
Absolutely.
And he said he was going to be Johnny Z's right-hand man. What does that mean? Does that mean that Jermaine Johnson is going to make sure that the IZW Championship stays firmly around the waist of Johnny Z?
It would appear that way. He has every intention of making sure that remains with Johnny Z and with the Impact Elite.
I hate to interrupt you here, but they are calling on Convict to do something to Windsor. A big body splash by Convict to Windsor. Windsor is still out of it. Jermaine Johnson setting him up. They are not done here, Mike.
This is brutality, you know.
They
but
are far from done.
This is the despicable and repulsive behavior that we've come to expect from Impact Elite.
Right to the chest of Damon Windsor. You know, I feel bad for Damon Windsor right now. He wasn't expecting this.
He was not expecting this, and he is definitely getting it harder than is ever necessary, really.
And like I said before, this is what you can. Oh man. A kick straight to the face of Damon Windsor. But as I was saying, this is what you can learn and expect from Impact Elite every week. They are the most vile, disgusting people, the most vile, disgusting individuals in this company and maybe in the whole entire wrestling world. These people are vile, nasty, and disgusting, and they will do anything as a 15 to 20 is delivered by Convict to Windsor. They will do anything to make themselves relevant, and that's what we're seeing here as they are physically dissecting Windsor.
Well, you know, they obviously have a problem with the fact that Damon Windsor, in Kevin Morgan's absence, couldn't hold up to the Birds of Prey last week at Coronation, and there's got to be some other underlying issues.
But I just want to point this out right now. You know, why aren't they doing this to Kevin Morgan? He is the one who walked out on his tag team partner last week. Damon Windsor stayed in the match and fought the match by himself against two other individuals, which were the Birds of Prey. Kevin Morgan walked out. Johnny Z, don't do this. No! Another big shot in a spear. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
You know, Damon Windsor is considered pinfall by any means. He looks lifeless right there. I mean,
what was that, Mike?
That
was a violent display of pure power-hungry individuals.
Well, thanks for the words right there. That was very unnecessary. You know that.
Hey, that's the music of a bum. That's the music of what this group used to be. That's Damon Windsor's music. You hit the leader's music. Hit it right now.
Jermaine Johnson commanding.
Hey, no one asked you to talk.
That the production
this is
people
our show.
Go ahead and play some play Johnny G's music.
And Jermaine Johnson already taunting the fans here. Wait a minute.
Let's listen in.
That's right. Look at me, the #1. I'm looking at you guys. You look happy. Yeah, look at you, looking all real happy. Look close. Look like a good unit. Look at all y'all. You look all good. We got matching shirts and everything, man. Look at that, man. It's great. You know, I kind of feel bad about the whole situation right now. You know, I tried to call Double D and apologize. I kind of feel like I did that to him. But you know what? I feel good now. I feel good because I realized something. It came to me like that. It came to me. I realized you got a dummy in your mix. That's right. A big dummy. I'm not gonna mention names or nothing. Jermaine Johnson. Yeah, that's right. that's what I do. Yeah. You feel good about that, huh? I don't know if you know this, but several weeks ago, I made it very clear to Johnny Z and to Erica. Just don't put your hands on the #1. You just don't do it. So guess what? John, get all your group together. Get them all together. Hold your hands real tight, because I want all your asses back at the ring next week, because guess what? After I get done, some of y'all may not be in that group anymore. That's right. You don't put your hands on the #1. You don't mess with me. I'm the man of the people. I'm the #1.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you heard it. Strong words by the co-commissioner, Sean McHale.
You know, he's the one who hired Jermaine Johnson back after his firing, and he's also the one who hired him to be the guest referee at the match last week. You know, so this has got to be devastating for Sean.
It's not only devastating, he's got to feel responsible for the actions of Jermaine Johnson.
Absolutely.
I mean, as he was saying, he was trying to apologize to Double D. I'm sure Double D doesn't hold him against him because Jermaine Johnson is his own person. Jermaine Johnson made the choice to join the Cult Impact Elite, made the choice to bow down to the natural-born traitor Johnny Z, and made the choice to turn on the hype section. I'm
more concerned at this point actually about Damon Windsor. I mean, look at him out there. He hasn't moved.
He has not moved, ladies and gentlemen. This could not be good for everybody watching at home. What you just seen was just pure adulterated violence.
That was despicable. You know, it doesn't take more than one man to beat down another man. But you know,
it was a mugging, is what it was. It was a damn gang-like beating from like, how many we got out there? 4, 5 guys on one. That is not how you do things. But that is certainly how Impact Elite does things. And I find it downright disgusting.
It is disgusting. It's Impact Elite at their worst, I guess.
We say it's their worst, but I'm pretty sure if you ask each and every one of those individuals walking up the ramp right now, they say it's their best.
Well, I'm already chomping at the bit to get a shot to at least address this and get a better understanding of this with at least one of the Impact Elite members later at some point, but you know, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. There is your new Impact Elite. They are all just horrible individuals for doing what they just did. They're standing up at the ramp and IZW standing tall. I just got one question. You said that you heard what Sean McHale said. Is there anybody that he could put together that can even come close to putting these guys on the shelf?
Well, you know, they pulled every powerhouse in IZW under their wing one way or another, and right now they are just so incredible looking that I don't know if anybody can, but you know, I would like to think that good at some point is going to prevail over evil, which is clearly what Impact Elite is.
And that's all we can hope for, ladies and gentlemen. We're still trying to find out the condition on Damon Windsor. He is barely moving after that beating that he just took. But we will find out. We will be right back with IZW Adrenaline.
All right. We'll be right back.
You've done this before?
Oh, yeah.
Tattoos are forever, so don't trust your ink in the hands of an amateur. Come see the licensed professionals at Impact Ink. From minuscule to masterpiece, they'll leave you with a tattoo that you'll want to show off. They also have a wide selection of the finest body jewelry. But when you have to cover up your art, do it with your very own Impact Ink merchandise. Wear your art, love your ink. Impact Ink. Impact Zone Wrestling every Saturday night in Lawton, Oklahoma. Be a part of the live broadcasts and TV tapings at the Impact Arena. Visit IZWrestling.com or go to GFL.tv any day of the week to catch us on demand and relive the Impact. Did we mention Impact? With all this exhilarating live action entertainment, your Saturday should never go to waste again. Spend it with IZW and feel the impact. IZW is changing the wrestling world and taking over the World Wide Web. Like us on Facebook for exclusive photos, superstar interviews, and fan polls. Follow us on Twitter and keep up with your favorite IZW superstars. And go to IZWrestling.com for exclusive articles, the latest news, and results. Click Media to keep up with all the episodes of Impact Television and After the Impact. Click on IZW Shop to order superstar t-shirts and IZW DVDs, Blu-rays, and combo packs. Get the full Impact Zone Wrestling experience and be part of the IZW world.
I just don't see how we're gonna be able to pay any of these bills.
I guess we could sell my wedding ring.
Yes! Sell your gold to me so that I may melt it down into liquid profit.
It's a cash emergency. Super Pawn Woman to the rescue.
When you need fast cash, don't be pressured into selling your gold. Bring it to Maverick Pawn, where their fast, friendly staff will give you a loan on your precious valuables so you don't lose them forever.
Great deals. Fast cash. It's Maverick Pawn. 357-4911.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at IZW Adrenaline, and if you just joined us, you missed the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life, and that is 5 grown men beating the holy hell out of Damon Windsor. I feel bad for him. I hope everything's okay. We'll give you more as soon as we have it. But what I want to talk about right now is Morte. After that grueling matchup he had last week at Coronation, he was on the way to his car and he got hit by a car, by a speeding car.
You know, how bad can a guy's luck get? He's he just won the Impact Division Championship. We got security footage, I guess, that's going to be shown next week. That's definitely something to tune in for. But, I mean, how bad can a guy's luck get, Drew?
I mean, he did retain his championship, but at what cost? That match was so downright brutal. It had a toll on his body already, and then walking out and getting hit by a car, he has got to be in severe pain.
You know, I mean, just when you think that you're on top, you just everything goes wrong, you know, and that's definitely held true in Damian Morte's case. But we wish him the best. As the Impact Division Champion, we wish him a speedy recovery.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Coming to the ring first, he is the anti-hero, Canadian Red Devil!
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say that this man right here is not a good representation for Canada. I'm sure all Canadians are not like this man, but this man is just... there's just something about him that nobody likes, and I'm sure the people in Canada don't like this guy either.
Well, you know, I mean, that's how, as Americans, that's how we, you know, kind of look at people that misrepresent us to the world. You know, we're not proud of them necessarily.
But, I mean, everybody here is already talking about how Canada sucks. I mean, they can't really say that because there's just one representation of Canada in the ring right now.
Absolutely. Well, you know, I grew up not too far from the Canadian border in Buffalo, New York, and I'll tell you, we have a lot of Canadians down there. Never really bothered me. You know, they come down, they do their thing, and they go back home and sleep, just like I do.
And that's how everybody does it here too, Mike. Well, it looks like the Canadian Red Devil is going to have his hands full with Bobby Starr.
Oh, talk about Bobby Starr. You know.
His opponent, the Brass Bull, Bobby Starr!
Bobby Starr looking good after his ladder match last week for the Impact Player of the Year. You know, Bobby is despite the fact that he didn't walk away with the championship, it's because Jordan Jacobs was so sneaky in his approach to getting that trophy, getting up the ladder and getting that trophy.
And I just want to bring that to everybody's attention. Jordan Jacobs sacrificed his body to capture that trophy to become the Impact Player of the Year. He grabbed the trophy and jumped over Bobby Starr, landing back first onto that ladder. And at what cost? Just become the Impact Player of the Year? I'm pretty sure that Bobby Starr would have done the same, but that's got to be career shortening.
Well, you know, I mean, these guys are not afraid. They do not have a fearful bone in their body by any means.
You know, I hope that Striker tonight actually comments on what Canadian Red Devil said about him last week, saying that he is the representation of poor education here in America. I got to say, I'm pretty well educated myself, and I find that offensive.
Yeah, I find that pretty offensive too. But you know, hey, there you go with him just misrepresenting everything about Canada. You know,
you should just go ahead and say a boot.
A boot. There you go. I think I said that right. But looks like the Canadian Red Devil doesn't even. He's more concerned with the audience than he is with Bobby Starr, which could be a mistake.
That is definitely a mistake. You do not want to pay attention to the audience when you are in there with somebody like Bobby Starr. And the audience is, they're doing their job. They're getting under the skin of the Canadian Red Devil with these USA chants.
You know, hey, it's kind of an obligation that they feel in and of themselves, you know, because nobody told them to feel this way, but it's the Canadian Red Devils' actions just provoking them to it. You know, he's a talented wrestler, but you know, right now he's against Bobby Starr in talent, and a misguided view of the American education system certainly isn't going to pull him a victory in this.
And don't think that our audience just hates Canadian people. That's not the case. There's been plenty of Canadian wrestlers in the world of wrestling, and none of them has done the most despicable things that this guy has done. This guy just comes out and just mocks the American culture. He mocks the United States of America. And,
that's right.
And I'm sure that the people in Canada do not respect that about him at all.
You know, as I said a while ago, you know, especially the fans here in the audience, because I don't know where in the world some of you are tuning in on GFL.TV, but these fans right here in particular are Americans, and they are wrestling fans in that order. They were born here. And they're proud. They're proud of their heritage, which there's nothing wrong with. Hey, if you're Canadian, be proud of it. But in the Canadian Red Devils case, I'd say it's a bit of extremism.
Definitely, as we see a big spinning heel kick by the Canadian Red Devil knocking Bobby Starr down.
First action of the night knocks Bobby's wig right off, which is, well, I don't know how much work he actually does with that thing, BH. Oh!
Oh, wow. You know, just that's a smart move, picking a body part and just dissecting it as the Canadian Red Devil is doing here. You know, if he keeps attacking that arm like he is, how can Bobby Starr get that greetings from Mount Olympus? He can't do it if his arm's messed up, can he?
No, he definitely can, you know, and that's the thing, you know. I mean, Bobby Starr is capable of a lot, but right now he's the man that's down, and he needs to focus on doing what he's doing right now by getting up,
delivering those shots to the midsection,
and
Bobby
trying
Starr
to get some control.
Oh! You know, Canadian Red Devil just knocked the offensive flurry that Bobby Starr tried to get going with that big clothesline, and Canadian Red Devil is back in this matchup, back in control, as he has been thus far.
Absolutely, you know, but Bobby Starr, if you want to talk
about...
Oh,
wow! Thunderous shot here in the Impact Arena. And Bobby Starr giving him some back with those fists right to the jaw. Calling on the gods. What is Bobby Starr gonna do? A big fist drop from the turnbuckle, but Red Devil kicks out on only a count of 2.
You know, Bobby Starr immediately went for the pinfall after that, but it looks like he's gaining some momentum in this matchup, which is critical.
Here
we go! Nobody's home!
He eats nothing but turnbuckle. Is this going to be it? No, Bobby Starr managing to get the shoulder up before the count of 3. And the Red Devil's still all over Bobby Starr here.
Well, you know, that's the kind of devastation that happens when you hit that turnbuckle. You know, those covers on there, I'm not even going to address them or refer to them as pads. Those are hard. Those are hard. You know, they're holding
definitely,
the cables up.
Those ropes,
they're strong.
People who think that those ropes don't hurt, why don't you try getting in the ring and running the ropes for a minute? That is solid steel cable wrapped in tape.
You know, if you run fast enough, it's like a good whipping. So
Bobby Starr being able to get to the ropes there.
Wow, and the Canadian Red Devil, it looked like he was digging his claws into the knees of Bobby Starr, just trying to retain the momentum that he has so far in the control.
By the way, do you still have a Coronation hangover, Mike? Because I've never heard you say claws before.
Well, you know, you would assume that the devil has claws. I could be wrong. I guess he takes many shapes, according to some. But you know, I'm just not sure because he's Canadian. You know, no offense to any of our Canadian viewers by any means.
Oh!
Wow!
Wow!
And what you see my point illustrated here is Bobby Starr is holding his knee. You know, where these so-called claws have been dug into him.
And he's now working on that knee. once again, take away the vertical base. Take away the vertical base.
Absolutely.
You do not get a green from Mount Olympus. Thus, Canadian Red Devil just might pull this off.
He could pull it off. You know, somebody in the audience is yelling boring. You know, that is the spite that they have for this man, for the Canadian Red Devil.
Yeah, and being as disrespectful as that is, I think the Canadian Red Devil deserves it. I'm pretty sure if Bobby was on, if the tables were turned and Bobby had the Canadian Red Devil in the corner, this place would be going absolutely crazy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. These fans would just be out of their seats. They'd be cheering him on.
You know,
I think he needs a little encouragement from the audience. The
Canadian Red Devil just tried to Irish whip Bobby Starr, but his knee gave out and he fell right to the mat.
Wow.
That knee has got to be in a lot of pain, Mike. I don't know how bad.
It has to be. You know, the Canadian Red Devil had, you know, he found a weakness and he started working it immediately. You know, which is well, I guess it's something in wrestling. You know, I mean,
wait a minute.
Big
boot to the face. Works. Bobby Starr getting it going here. Oh, and a big flying elbow. Can Bobby Starr managing to get some offense going here? Can he keep it up?
Well, you know,
Bobby Starr get to the cover. 1, 2, and he kicks out. Canadian Red Devil rolling after that big spinning elbow from the corner, and now Bobby Starr being able to get it going here, but Canadian Red Devil doing exactly what he should, going straight for that knee, Mike.
It's, you know, he's still working that knee. You know, he found something. He's holding on to it for all that he's worth. For absolute domination of the ring right now.
Big chop block by the Red Devil.
That has got to be
very, very painful.
And it looks like the Canadian Red Devil is not done working him over quite yet.
You know, and the more that he focuses on that leg, the more painful it's got to be for Bobby Starr. And
Bobby Starr breaking out of something here.
Bobby Starr is just not letting him.
He couldn't pull out of that one, and that had to hurt. But that's the risk that you take.
You know, and Bobby Starr still staying in this thing with only a 2 count. Bobby Starr able to get that shoulder up.
Absolutely.
You know, and Bobby Starr starting to get some shots to the midsection here of the Red Devil.
Well, you know, he's made so many near comebacks against the dominance of the Canadian Red Devil, but he needs to work at it a little more. You know, he keeps going for these pinfalls. What is the Canadian Red Devil going for here? Oh, wow. I'm not sure what they call that, but that looked downright. That looked painful. Bobby Starr. Wait a minute. Canadian Red Devil. You know, I thought Bobby Starr kicked out, but the Canadian Red Devil just pulling his shoulder up, not wanting to end the match after that. Yeah, he's got the determination to keep going. What a strong guy Bobby Starr is. To go through something like that and still continue to make these comebacks. I mean, consistently.
You know, that's what happens right there when you get a little bit too big for your britches, Canadian Red Devil. You get thrown into the rope and then you get a sleeper hold put on you. And it looks like the Canadian Red Devil just might be going to sleep here.
He might be. He can't quite.
Red Devil getting out of that. Oh, Bobby Starr got it again.
For the sleeper hold again, and he's got a grip this time.
I don't think Canadian Red Devil's going to get out of this. This is what happens when you do not finish your opponent and you pull their shoulder up. This is what happens. Take a note, Canadian Red Devil.
Oh, he is losing control of those legs. You know, he tried so hard to work Bobby Starr's legs with his arms, and since he couldn't get it, he is losing his legs via the sleeper hold.
He's not only losing his legs, he's losing all of his breath, and it looks like he is out here. Referee Mark Wilson checking to see if the Canadian Red Devil is still alive in this matchup. He's
waving his arms, saying, "Hey, I'm not down yet. Don't give up on me yet." But Bobby Starr isn't letting go of this sleeper hold.
Bobby Starr is very relentless.
Bobby
with this.
Starr
He's got it cinched in now.
For a straight up rear naked choke.
Can Bobby Starr do it? Nowhere to go for the Red Devil, and it is over. Bobby Starr wins by submission.
By submission, takes this match up against the Canadian Red Devil and the
your winner, the Brass Bull, Bobby Starr.
Wait a minute. Another appearance by Johnny Z. Is he gonna have the rest of the Impact Elite with him here?
I don't know. You know, if he does, I hope that one of these gentlemen doesn't have to suffer the same fate. We got Jermaine Johnson and Jordan Jacobs. Erica making her way to the ring. The Convict right behind her.
Jordan Jacobs and Jermaine Johnson going right after Bobby Starr. Even the Canadian Red Devil.
What a bunch of chaos we're seeing here tonight, Drew. This is the second time that Impact Elite has been in the ring just destroying somebody.
Here comes Johnny Z wielding the champion. Oh, a big power bomb straight to hell from Jermaine Johnson. And a big body splash by the Convict to Bobby Starr. Kevin Morgan getting involved now, and Impact Elite is just dominating everybody.
Beating down both men. You know, they're beating down both men in the ring, and what in the world is going on
I don't know what's going on. What can we expect now on? Oh my Lord! The Canadian Red Devil being driven to the mat.
Do you think that that Jermaine Johnson's presence inside Impact Elite, or his membership, should I say, in Impact Elite now, it has anything to do with their violent approach to tonight?
Man, I can't answer that honestly, Mike, because I don't know Jermaine Johnson on a personal level. But I can say that with a guy like Jermaine Johnson in your group, you are definitely more intimidating and more downright violent in your approach.
Well, that's right.
What we're seeing here. We've seen it twice already tonight. Impact Elite has done nothing but cause chaos and total destruction in every single thing that's happened thus far tonight. And the Canadian Red Devil looks like he is about to get sentenced 15-20! 15-20 to the Canadian Red Devil. And Johnny Z is already picking apart Bobby Starr again. He's got him. No way. DDT right on the championship belt. DDT right on the belt to Bobby Starr by Johnny Z.
Oh my goodness. You know, Impact Elite is just out of this world tonight.
They are out of control, Mike.
They are out of
control.
I'll tell you, you know, this is a shock. Wow. What is there to be said to this?
And as we said earlier, we hope we get some words from Jermaine Johnson. Actions speak louder than words, Mike. Actions definitely speak louder than words. And with the actions that Jermaine Johnson has done tonight, we know where he stands, we know where he is, and that is with his head shoved firmly up the butt of Johnny Z in the Impact Elite.
Well, they're definitely attached somehow, you know, whether it be at the hip, the hand.
Devastating spear by Kevin Morgan to Bobby Starr. Wow.
This is the most violent approach I've ever seen in wrestling to a weekly program, nonetheless. This is IZW Adrenaline. You know,
and it looks like the Impact Elite has had plenty of adrenaline shots today.
And that's not to minimalize what tonight means, you know, because every moment, as I stated before, every moment in IZW is history making.
Look, Johnny Z getting ready to kick the head off of Bobby Starr. Bobby Starr! Oh my Lord, Bobby Starr getting his head kicked clear into the second row here of the Impact Arena.
Wow. You know, Jordan Jacobs working over Bobby Starr. Now it looks like everybody's pretty much given up on the Canadian Red Devil as he has...
They're taking turn. Oh,
again! Canadian Red Devil has pretty much the same appearance as we saw them leave Damon Windsor with. Oh, they are not done with him. They're just working him as a group.
It looks like Canadian Red Devil might be sentenced again. 15-20!
Oh!
Convict delivering two 15-20s to the Canadian Red Devil. I don't know if he's ever going to get out of prison now. Wait a minute, is it going to be a third one? No, a third 15-20. Canadian Red Devil being driven straight back to hell.
In a matter of minutes, we have seen the Convict deliver 15 to 20 3 times. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. This is brutality.
And in the matter of minutes, we have seen the physically dissecting of 2 athletes here. The Canadian Red Devil is trying to get up here. Don't get up, Canadian Red Devil. You are in for a world of hurt if you get up. Stay down.
These guys need some help because
another spear by Kevin Morgan. The Canadian Red Devil taking that spear yet again. That is 2.
Impact Elite is nowhere near done with these guys. What is their purpose here? Are they going to come out and do this to everybody?
I don't know, man, but whatever statement that they are trying to make, they have made it. This audience is in pure disbelief of the actions of Jermaine Johnson. This audience, Johnny Z has something to say. Let's listen to what he's got to say.
You see, this is an example of the fact that I choose my followers. They don't choose, I do. These 2 maggots in the ring don't even deserve to be in my ring. All they did was come out here and waste my money, my time, your time, everybody's time. But they'll show up again next week and they'll give the same futile, lackluster effort that just seems to fall short of being able to be one of us, of being able to be one of the best, of being able to be a main eventer. Because let me assure you, I am in the main event because of the fact that I am great. It has nothing to do with the fact that I am the owner, the founder, the natural-born leader. You see, those are just perks of being me. Now hit my music.
Johnny Z just disrespecting the 2 athletes that he just physically dissected.
Well, you know, Johnny Z is, at this point, I'd say he's on top of the world, which is definitely the wrong answer, the way that he went about it. And if I'm going to take it to a more extreme statement than the wrong answer, that is just downright disgusting. You know, both the Canadian Red Devil and Bobby Starr are severely injured at this point in time. Mark Wilson doing a great job checking up on him.
I just want to say the Canadian Red Devil did disrespect America, but he did not deserve this.
No. Well, you know, because
neither one of these guys seen this coming, Mike. This was just probably a prolonged attack. Impact Elite probably went back there and said, hey, let's go out there and beat the holy hell out of whoever else. We'll be right back at IZW Adrenaline.
Every Saturday night, this is who we are. IZW is changing the wrestling world and taking over the World Wide Web. Like us on Facebook for exclusive photos, superstar interviews, and fan polls. Follow us on Twitter and keep up with your favorite IZW superstars. And go to izwrestling.com for exclusive articles, the latest news, and results. Click Media to keep up with all the episodes of Impact Television and After the Impact. Click on IZW Shop to order superstar t-shirts and IZW DVDs, Blu-rays, and combo packs. Get the full Impact Zone wrestling experience and be part of the IZW world.
Price, you're fired!
It's a cash emergency! Super Pawn Woman to the rescue!
When you need fast cash or great deals, come experience the fast, family-friendly service at Maverick Pawn, where they'll get you the cash you need to get back on your feet and make you a deal on the things you just can't live without. They've got a huge variety of jewelry, tools, game systems, and electronics. They'll even cash your tax refund check right on the spot. And don't forget, they buy gold, gold, gold!
Great deals! Fast cash! It's Maverick Pawn! 357-4911.
You've done this before?
Oh, yeah.
Tattoos are forever, so don't trust your ink in the hands of an amateur. Come see the licensed professionals at Impact Ink. From minuscule to masterpiece, they'll leave you with a tattoo that you'll want to show off. They also have a wide selection of the finest body jewelry. But when you have to cover up your art, do it with your very own Impact Ink merchandise. Wear your art, love your ink. Impact Ink.
Feel this. Feel how soft that is.
I don't want to feel it.
John, it's a pillow. Feel how soft
I
it
know
is.
it's a pillow. It's a pillow to the lounger that you put in the middle of our office.
I know, isn't it great? I mean, I still have some stuff I need to do to it, but I mean...
Great? I don't know if that's exactly the word that I would use when discussing this lounger. I would, however, use the word great when discussing exactly how Impact Elite shaped up after Coronation. Wouldn't you?
That was an amazing show.
It was.
You know who you need to talk to?
Who?
Kevin Morgan.
Ah. So, I mean, if I need to talk to Kevin Morgan, then maybe you should go and talk to Jordan Jacobs, the 2013 Impact Player of the Year.
I'd rather just sit on my lounger here. I mean...
I'm sure you would, and I still don't like the lounger.
Well, I don't like the desk.
I guess we agree on something.
Yeah, Bobby, you get on that mat, Bobby.
And that's exactly how it went. That's how you won the trophy. You know what, Jordan? I'll admit that I was impressed. But I wasn't wrong. Because you wouldn't be an Impact Elite if I didn't think that you had potential. You are so sleazy. Let's focus on the task at hand. You're facing Double D. Now, I hope you know you're just not going to go out there and beat him. I need you to beat him. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
Beat him, Jordan.
All right. Sleazebag at your service.
Well, as you just heard, can you can the words that Erica just said to Jordan Jacobs, will that motivate him here tonight? After coming off of a big win at Coronation, becoming Impact Player of the Year, Double D just might have his hands full here.
Well, he's certainly going to have his hands full because Jordan Jacobs is a force to be reckoned with, but, you know, Double D has got to be furious about what happened last week at Coronation, having the title robbed from him by Jermaine Johnson's treacherous moves.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Coming to the ring first, he is your 2013 Impact Player of the Year, Lights Out, Jordan Jacobs!
Well, you know, as I was saying before, you know, Double D has got to be furious about what was going on or what happened last week in coordination. The absolute shock that accompanies that spreads and ripples continues to tear apart the IZW fans and all of us as a whole. You know, as Impact Elite just gains momentum on this path of destruction.
Not only that, Mike, you got to be wondering what is going through the mind of the captain of the Force. Do you think he's going to come out here and take all the pain and frustration out on Jordan Jacobs? His best friend betrayed him.
That's absolutely right. He was betrayed. Here is Double D right now.
And his opponent, the captain of the Force, Double D!
Well, he looks like he's in fine form tonight, despite the events of last week. You know, which just shows a lot of resilience on his part. He is still, you know, the captain of the Force and has every intention of maintaining his dominance here.
And that's not all, man. I'm just saying the Force is really strong here tonight, and I'm sure that the Force is going to be very, very well behind Double D as he takes on the 2013 Impact Player of the Year, Jordan Jacobs.
Well, you know, Jordan Jacobs, too, we talk about that fall that he took last week, and the trophy that he came walking out with is the same one that was hanging from the ceiling last week, which was a lot bigger and looked a lot more like a trophy. At this point, it kind of looked like a cup that you'd see Little John carrying.
or for that matter, maybe, well, what's that guy's name? I gotta think about his name, man. I totally forgot. But anyway.
Well, it's a pimp cup.
Yeah, a pimp cup. What's that guy? Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
That's his name.
There
but
you
anyway,
go.
back to the task at hand here. Jordan Jacobs is obviously showing battle wounds from that ladder match, but he did win and become Impact Player of the Year, which means that he can face any championship for any championship that he wants here at IZW. That could mean the IZW Championship, that could mean the Impact Division Championship, or that could mean the IZW Tag Team Championship.
Jordan Jacobs climbing out of the ring here, not quite ready to get any action. You know, it looks like he kind of doesn't have a game plan together. We saw the smug look on his face as he caressed his trophy in the back with Erica, telling him he needs to come out here and win. I'm telling you right now, we're not looking at a man who's ready to do that.
But who does have a game plan when you get in the ring with Double D?
Well,
I mean, Double D is very unorthodox with his style and his persona. How can you prepare for anything Double D's going to throw at you? He could have you on the ground one minute, then he could jump off doing some kind of springboard maneuver the next.
That's absolutely right. We've seen this time and time again, consistent maneuvering and agility from Double D as a wrestler, and he's not going to leave anybody there for Jordan Jacobs to run into, and he's nowhere near worn out enough for Jordan to even attempt something like that.
You know, and Jordan Jacobs really has to get his head back in the game here. If I was him, I wouldn't be worried about what Erica said to me. I'd worry about that big knee
right
that just came right to the head of Jordan Jacobs. I mean, Jordan Jacobs shouldn't be worried about what Erica said. What he should do is keep his mind at the task at hand, and that is being in there with Double D. Double D is not somebody you want to get in the ring with your head not in the game.
That's right, you know, and we're seeing that right now as Double D is just dominating Jordan Jacobs and throwing him.
Wow.
You know, he's throwing him into these turnbuckles, which can't feel good on his back after that fall he took last week. But Double D's in trouble right now, getting choked
I just want to point out that Jordan Jacobs took out the knees of Double D. If he keeps his eyes locked on the taking out those knees, then Double D won't be able to springboard off anything.
That's true. You know, I mean, you take a man's legs away from him, and he doesn't have anything to stand on.
It's just like Jordan Jacobs to utilize the full 5 count, choking out Double D in the corner. Double D looks like he's trying to get some offense going here, but once again, Jordan Jacobs going for those knees. Could we
Oh, vicious
impactful chop.
Delivered by Jordan Jacobs straight to Double D.
And another. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to IZW. If you're just now joining us, it's your very first show to watch. This is why we call it Impact Wrestling, because we have chops like this.
Wow! What a delivery.
Lighting up his opponent. Light up Jacob.
Oh! Yeah, we saw Double D. I believe this was also 2 weeks ago, delivering these chops to Jordan Jacobs as well, which was kind of humiliating
Double D took too long.
Who's now the current Impact Player of the Year.
Yeah, no, that was actually after we went off air, Mike.
Okay.
You know, we always have something special for our fans here at attendance tonight.
Absolutely, and they deserve it.
As Double D had something special for Jordan Jacobs when he turned around. But anyway, as I said, we have something special for our fans here every night. They usually get to see a little bit more.
And they deserve it, and
Jordan
you know what?
Jacobs
If you make your...
Jordan Jacobs was running his mouth, and he got what he deserved. He got lit up by Sean McHale and Double D, just
Absolutely.
viciously.
You know, hey, if you make your way down here, by the way, you'll be able to see the same thing that this audience experiences this week and every week at IZW Adrenaline. Oh!
And the fans can feel that impact now as the action spills out of the ring, and it looks like Double D's just toying with Jordan Jacobs, chopping him all around the impact
He is going
arena.
corner to corner, going around the world, around this ring for sure.
That's why they call it the IZW World, and Jordan Jacobs has just lit himself up all the way around.
Absolutely, you know, Double D, such a strong force.
Double D cannot be doing what I think he is about to do. Not a suplex on the outside. No way. Oh, good call there by Jordan Jacobs, getting his foot on those ropes, and a guillotine maneuver. Getting Double D hung up in that top rope with the throat there. That's a good move by Jordan Jacobs. I'm sure nobody wants to get suplexed to the outside. That is a long fall.
And you heard his parting words to Erica, right? Sleazebag at your service. That's what we are seeing. You know, that's what we see from this guy on a consistent basis. And
you're seeing that right now. After already targeting the throat with that top rope, he goes right for the throat to choke him out, get all the air out of Double D. But Double D's having no part of it. Double D is just coming back and back after anything Jordan Jacobs can throw. Can we see it? Nobody! Oh, Jordan J. Oh, two big knees right to the chest of Double D after Double D missed that big splash into the corner. And we have a cover here. Oh, and a kick out by Double D. You know,
Double D clearly upset that he wasn't.
That is the resiliency of Double D. You cannot put anything past Double D. You can throw anything at him plus more, and he will always manage to find a way to kick out.
Absolutely. You know, it was a very tragic thing that we saw last week. Look at him. Look at him. But it was a very tragic thing that we saw last week, that the shock of what happened, and Jermaine Johnson turning on his best friend, former, should I say, best friend.
Big suplex by Jordan Jacobs to Double D. Right after that, going for the pinfall, but a kick out by Double D. And I feel bad for Double D at this point. He had a chance to capture the IZW Championship at March Mayhem. And he didn't get the job done due to Johnny Z turning on him. He gets another chance at Coronation last week, and he didn't get the job done.
Look at Double D.
That is that springboard offense that Double D has. But as I was saying, Mike, in both scenarios, both friends that Double D has once trusted turned their back on him and left him just lying in the middle of that ring with nothing but a shred of dignity.
That's right.
And Double D going to the top here, calling on the force. Wait a minute. Oh, the sleazebag Jordan Jacobs just knocking the ropes out from under and lighting him up with the chops.
Wow, you know, well, Double D has landed. We all know where he landed, right on the family jewels, and Jordan Jacobs is going to exploit this to the best of his ability.
It looks like he's biting him. He was biting him.
Was he biting him?
I think he was. Can we see a big superplex? Oh, Lord, a big superplex! Right in the center of the ring. Jordan Jacobs delivering that big superplex from the top rope to Double D. Both men are down, and I'm sure the first man to get up from this will gain control of this matchup.
You know, that's such a destructive move right there. You know, such
Jordan
a
Jacobs
destructive
going for the pin.
maneuver.
Double D barely
Double
getting
D.
the shoulder up. Jordan Jacobs has got to be thinking, what can I do to put him away? What can I do to walk away?
He's got to be exhausted trying to come up with ways to put Double D away. Because look at him. He's going to get the Force involved. He is the captain of the Force. He's going to get them involved no matter what he's been through.
And as you said, he's got to be exhausted thinking of ways. His mind is probably doing mental gymnastics right now.
look at Double D just moving out. As soon as Jordan Jacobs thought that he was going to be able to finish this off.
Here comes Double D. We're seeing the knees. Knee to the face, and another. Double D is getting him up here. Double D starting out some
counting
offense.
them out, counting these knees.
Can we see the big one here? Can we see it? And we do! A big knee right to the face of Jordan Jacobs. Jordan Jacobs looks out on his knees right there. Jordan Jacobs starting to regain a little bit of consciousness after that big knee to the face.
Well, that was
how much is left? How much is left in the tank?
At least for a short time, that was lights out for lights out. Jordan Jacobs.
And it looks like Jordan Jacobs could be running on fumes. Wait a minute. Big
Whoa!
1, 2, 3. Double D picks up the victory with that big flying crossbody.
Well, what a huge victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Double D!
What is going through the mind of Erica watching backstage that the sleaze bag at her service did not service her at all tonight with that loss?
That sleaze bag just turned into dirt bag in her viewpoint, most definitely. Jordan Jacobs, you know, lying on the mat, just looking destroyed. I mean, that is a despicable look for anybody who holds the title of Impact Player of the Year.
And coming off of a big ladder match, becoming Impact Player of the Year, and losing just a week after, has got to put some kind of strain on your mind. You know, he's got to be thinking, well, if I do go to, you know, challenge for a championship, can I pull it off? I just lost to Double D.
That's right. Well, hey, he lost to WD, but mind you, you know, again, just to be perfectly clear that this is a man who could have had the IZW Championship just last week. Hell of a show at Coronation.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not see Coronation, it is still available on GFL.tv. Go over there and order it. You missed one hell of a show. It was very impactful and it was very, very entertaining.
I see a little confusion on the face of Jordan Jacobs here. You know, he's got to be stunned by what just happened to him.
Wait a minute. It looks like Jordan Jacobs' little pity party is being interrupted by Aaron Gill, the Bronze Bull, making his way to the ring.
What in the world is on the Bronze Bull's mind as he stares down and approaches Jordan Jacobs in this ring?
You know, I'm sure the Bronze Bull is probably upset because Impact Elite has been pretty much getting on everybody here thus far in the show.
You know,
Impact Elite has interfered in everything. They're just taking over the IZW Adrenaline broadcast here.
Hey, here we go.
Looks like it's gonna be greetings from Mount Olympus. Lights out, Jordan Jacobs.
We see what's on the Bronze Bull's mind now as he finishes Jordan Jacobs and puts his lights out.
What is on the mind of the Bronze Bull? We are about to find out live here at IZW Adrenaline.
You are just as smart as you are a good wrestler. You thought I was gonna shake your hand and I wasn't gonna drop you on your head, and now you got a headache. I hadn't planned on coming out here and speaking to all you with this piece of trash in the ring, but you know what? Hey, I'm up for new things. I'm up for surprises. Let's give this a try. So, a lot of things going on here in IZW this past week. Woo! So much is going on. I mean, last week at Coronation, we had so many things happen. We had a guy come out here and just turn his back on everyone. And tonight, we have a group that comes out here every single match and just lays to waste everyone trying to prove a point. Hey, I'm up for that. And generally, you put an exclamation mark at the end of a sentence, but let's start out with one. I come out here and drop this piece of trash on his head because I have something to say to the group he belongs to. Last week, me and the convict, we stood right about here. And I looked into his black, blank face and there was nothing there. And I'm sure that could scare some people, but it didn't scare me. And that's why I stood in here and I fought him. I fought. And you know what? It didn't go the way I wanted. But hey, not everything in life happens the way you plan. But it's losers who sit there and let things happen to them. You people aren't losers. I'm not a loser. So I'm not going to sit here and let anything happen to the Bronze Bull. I'm going to be proactive. I say Convict and I finish what we started last week and we do it right here, right now.
The Bronze Bull calling out the Convict. Will the Convict come out here and face the Bronze Bull?
It's a pretty easy concept to wrap your mind around. And all we need, we got the Bronze Bull. We got a perfectly good piece of trash laying in the ring. All we need is the Convict's big stupid ass to come out here so we can finish this.
He is just so determined to get the Convict out and get another shot at him time after time. And is he going to get what he wants?
It looks like it's not going to be the Convict, but it is going to be Johnny Z. Wait a minute, the Convict is coming out here.
No. Hey.
Well, wouldn't
come
you
on,
know?
Stop. Come on.
Stop.
Wouldn't you know that?
Stop it.
Come on, Convict.
Do you see these papers? You stop. No.
Jermaine Johnson, for the first time tonight, displaying a little bit of rationality.
And back up.
That's surprising.
This instant. Do you understand me?
Well, Erica calling out the Convict.
What happened here? What happened? Huh? I mean, obviously you can hear everyone. You hear what they want. Why not let it happen?
I don't listen to any of you. I make the decisions around here, not you. And definitely not you. I demand you let him out at once.
Oh, you command I let him out at once?
Yes, I demand this.
I don't know, guys. She wants him out at once. Should I get him out at once? You know what? You're right. You're right. This isn't about him and me. He should leave the ring. You're right.
Yes, he should.
What is Arendelle going to do here? The Bronze Bull throwing him out. Oh,
wow, what a slap.
There. Now the ring is cleared of all the trash. Bring that big orange goon in here so I can kick his ass.
We all know what the Bronze Bull wants. Will he get what he wants tonight?
Obviously, you learned nothing from Coronation. You don't make the rules. You don't get to choose what you do. You were already defeated by my convict. You are dirt beneath my shoe.
Very disrespectful.
It's funny. I'm the dirt beneath your shoe. Is that what you said? It's funny you should say that because your breath smells like a dirty shoe.
Wow.
That's a lie. My breath is amazing. My breath is amazing, isn't it?
See, right now, what you don't know is she asked Convict if her breath was amazing, and under that stupid black mask, the Convict went like this.
Wow. Bronze Bull.
How dare you! How dare you!
Let me see.
You know what? You don't have to listen to this complete disrespect. All you people should be ashamed of yourself. I personally smelled Erica's breath, and it smells like Skittles, flowers, and sunshine.
How does he know what sunshine smells like?
I don't even know what sunshine smells like.
You want to get beat down again. You want to be destroyed by the convict again. You know something, Erica? I'm not just Johnny Z's problem solver. I have no problem being your problem solver too. So big man, you take the night off. You got all kinds of prison things you should be doing. I will have no problem facing you, Bronze Bull. Bronze Bull, you are just like Double D. Another reason I'm with Impact Elite now. You're what's wrong with wrestling, and I'm what wrestling should be. So Erica, allow me, bless me with the opportunity to show the Bronze Bull who I am.
Oh, problem solver, huh? You want a piece of the Bronze Bull, huh? You know what, Jermaine? You know what? I was gonna chastise the convict and Erica a little more. I was gonna talk about how Erica's breath smells like poo. And then I was gonna talk about how the convict's balls must have fallen off. But you know what? You want to have a match with the Bronze Bull, right? Well, I'll be honest with you, Jermaine. I have no interest in having a match with you.
You shouldn't. You should.
But you know what? If you come in this ring, I'll happily kick your ass.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, no. You don't get to choose when you fight Jermaine Johnson. No, that's my choice. That's our choice. And quite frankly, I don't believe that Jermaine Johnson's first match with Impact Elite should be right now.
Wow, tensions are so high here as the crowd is just thoroughly disgusted with Impact Elite, as I think most of us are.
I'll continue when you idiots are done.
Ladies and gentlemen, the crowd is very vocal, just calling Jermaine Johnson a chicken. And Erica just standing there trying to...
If you people would shut up, I can continue on with what I was saying.
You know, this kind of reminds me of a bad joke. You've got, it's like we've all heard it before. So a convict, a troll, and a chicken walk into a bar.
Which one's the troll?
Come on, Erica. You want the match? Let's do it right now.
I'm not going to let you finish whatever you were saying. I want you to shut your mouth. Because Jermaine Johnson's first match with Impact Elite is a main event match. And I want you all to be saying, thank you, Erica. Thank you, Erica!
I don't think they're gonna get that. You know what? Tonight, main event, me and Jermaine, that sounds outstanding. Because you know what? Everyone, after what Jermaine did last week, everyone wants to see him back in this ring again. And you know what? Everyone's got so many questions for you, but before we get to tonight, I will leave you with one question that I want you to think about, because tonight in the main event, I want an answer from you. After everything you've done, after all the people you've turned your back on, I have one question for you. Hey Jermaine, how does Johnny Z's ass taste?
There we go, calling him an ass kisser as the Bronze Bull straight to Jermaine Johnson's face.
Wow, you know, that's a... for somebody
big
who,
accusation there.
Jermaine is known to be so independent.
I'm glad you're having fun making jokes, but you should focus on the main event because Jermaine Johnson doesn't joke around.
Well, the only joke we have right now is that the physically dissecting of George Jacobs and Aaron Neal threw him out of the ring like common trash.
Hey, you know, that's a good point. You know, let's wow, I can't believe what just happened here.
Let's talk about what just inspired here. We have our main event set, and it's going to feature Jermaine Johnson and Aaron Neal, the Bronze Bull.
Yeah, I cannot believe.
Is it smart for the Bronze Bull to go through with this?
Yeah, oh, wow. Well, he's fearless, though. He does not have any fear of these kinds of situations whatsoever. You know, he's the one who's been calling out Convict, and clearly for him to go through with a match, regardless of the fact that it's not going to be with the Convict tonight, fact of the matter is, it's still against somebody in Impact Elite, and I think that's a good point for him to start, given what happened last week.
But as we inch closer to this main event, what other destruction and chaos can Impact Elite do tonight?
Well, you know, that's a good point too. I mean, Impact Elite so far tonight has come out and just beat down everybody that's been in the ring up to this point.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do have our main event set for IZW Adrenaline. Here tonight, you're going to see Aaron Neal, the Bronze Bull, taking on the new accusation to the Impact Elite. Acquisition, yeah, sorry about that. I'm super excited for this. Jermaine Johnson. But with Jermaine Johnson being in the Impact Elite, being around Johnny Z so much, has his actions in the ring changed? Will he be a different person in the ring? We will find out later tonight. We'll be right back at IZW Adrenaline. Stay with us.
Are you tired of the same old birthday party? Well, now's your chance to party with your favorite IZW superstar. See yourself on the big screen while you experience your own personalized entrance. Customized cake and bounce house available. Hop into the ring and go crazy. And then take the memories home on DVD and Blu-ray. Call 580-699-7IZW and party like an IZW superstar.
Could you be IZW's next superstar? Impact Academy training is open year-round. Learn from IZW's best. Who knows, you could be the IZW World Heavyweight Champion, like Jermaine Johnson. He trained at the Impact Academy. If you think you can handle it, call today.
IZW is changing the wrestling world and taking over the World Wide Web. Like us on Facebook for exclusive photos, superstar interviews, and fan polls. Follow us on Twitter and keep up with your favorite IZW superstars. And go to izwrestling.com for exclusive articles, the latest news, and results. Click Media to keep up with all the episodes of Impact Television and After the Impact. Click on IZW Shop to order superstar t-shirts and IZW DVDs, Blu-rays, and combo packs. Get the full Impact Zone wrestling experience and be part of the IZW world.
Erica said you wanted to see me. Of course I wanted to see you. I mean, we need to talk, big man. You know, I mean, no matter what Erica has ever said, I have always known that you were not the problem with big business at all. I mean, you, not the problem at all. It was that loser, that goon, that idiot, Damon Windsor. But you cut that piece of meat loose tonight, didn't you? Damn right. So, I've got a proposition for you. We're gonna move forward. We're gonna clean the slate. We're gonna do a business of sorts. You see, I'm gonna ask you to forget all about big business, and I'm gonna ask you to do something a little more familiar to you. I'm gonna ask you to be my, no, Impact Elite image of war. I'm gonna ask you to start leaving casualties everywhere you go again. Because you see, I always knew that as long as you had I don't even know what to say about him, but that worthless speckle of meat attached to your side, like some parasite, like some leech, you could never truly be the image of war. But without him, with a single mindset, you can destroy. You can be everything I need you to be, everything Impact Elite needs you to be. You can be everything IZW needs you to be. So no worries about anything Eric has ever said. You just always listen to me because I always saw it. You do.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at IZW Adrenaline, and we just heard some very encouraging words from Johnny Z to Kevin Morgan.
Well, you know, I think they're about the only people that Johnny Z is out to encourage, as Impact Elite is out to destroy everybody up to this point tonight, and certainly anybody who's not a part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring, Striker!
Well, you know, ladies and gentlemen, Striker is very established here in IZW, but he's going against the new guy, the debut of Angel, how do you say his name?
Angel Camacho.
Camacho, yeah.
The Puerto Rican superstar. What a, beyond that.
We know very little about Angel Camacho.
Yeah, he showed up tonight, and that's how it happened, you know. Angel Camacho showing up here to face Striker, a formidable opponent for sure.
And he's getting his big opportunity here at IZW.
And his opponent, making his IZW debut, Angel Camacho!
Big guy, this Camacho, man.
Wow, and look at that look on his face.
Striker just might have his hands full.
Oh, he looks like a handful, you know, for anybody who's been around and watching wrestling for more than a day, you know that's the look of a man who wants to make a very, very impressive debut.
And, you know, but being in there with a guy like Striker, it's not going to come easy.
It's definitely not, you know, but hey, we've got what we've got, and that's these two men standing in the ring here at IZW Adrenaline. We are ready to go.
You know, Mike, I just want to point out that this Angel Camacho guy might have some butterflies as big as birds flying around in his stomach.
Oh, he's got to. You know, I mean, anytime you go in front of a new audience and come into a new organization, bottom line, anytime you're the new guy, you get that feeling, and it doesn't matter what kind of experience you have behind you, which I definitely aim to find out more about Angel Camacho.
And this crowd right here is just stunned. They don't know what to think about this guy.
Yeah, they're like, who is this?
This guy's a massive man. As we go for the first collar-double tie-up for this matchup here, and Camacho looks like he's getting overpowered by Striker. That's very surprising.
Well, you know, Striker's got to display his dominance, and you know, I mean,
what Striker is, he is a ring general, and that is because he is a veteran in this business. Like I said, Angel Camacho is a new guy. We don't know much about him, but he could have a very unorthodox style. I'm pretty sure he's a powerhouse, and we're seeing that right now as Angel Camacho backing Striker up into the corner.
Well, you know, it took Striker twice as long to back Angel Camacho into the same position.
Well, look at the guy. Wouldn't it take you twice as long, Mike?
It would take me like 5 times as long, Drew. Who are you kidding?
Oh, big clothesline miss. Wait a minute, sunset flip here. Angel Camacho kicking out after that sunset flip. Wait a minute.
Yeah, here we go.
Looks like we're about to get a warm welcome with chops. Welcome to IZW, kid. Welcome to Impact.
Welcome to IZW, Angel Camacho. And by the way, you're facing somebody.
Here's your gift. There's your
who's
your
gonna help you
basket.
feel. He's gonna help you feel the impact.
Yeah. When you get welcomed here at IZW, you don't get a fruit basket. You get a chop straight to the chest, just like that. No fruit baskets here, but it looks like he is about to deliver up another impactful chop.
I'll tell you what.
Boom! Welcome.
His skin could easily look like a fruit basket after that. His chest.
Definitely filled with apples and strawberries. Definitely.
Wow.
Oh! Beautiful maneuver by Striker, rolling him over. Can he get the pin? No.
Well, no. Angel Camacho still too powerful.
Kicking out with dominance, Mike.
Oh yeah, yeah. He didn't just kick out a little bit. He kicked straight out of it.
Angel Camacho.
Oh! What a force to take right into the turnbuckle.
No! Wow.
Angel Camacho is pulling some big moves here for his IZW debut.
That kick almost missed the mark, but the foot of his boot, the very end of his boot connected with the chin of Striker, and that has to do some damage right there.
Well, you know, he wanted to come out here and make a big debut, and he's definitely going through with it so far. Striker showed a little bit of dominance, but Angel Camacho is now looking like he's in full swing. He's over the shock, over these notorious butterflies, so to speak.
They're still there, Mike. They're still there.
Well,
you're going to see it here in a minute.
I don't know. I can't see inside that stomach, and I'm pretty.
God only knows what we'll find in there, Mike.
Oh wow, for sure, for sure.
But fact of the matter is, he's still got to have those butterflies. He's doing well right now, but like I said, here at IZW, momentum can change just like that at a snap of my fingers.
Just at the snap
and
of a
it's doing
finger.
it right now.
Here we go. Look, you know, Striker.
Oh, cut off with a big I would call that like a shoulder block, maybe.
Maybe, you know, and I wouldn't want to speculate here as far as Angel Camacho goes, but you know, if you look at it, he looks young. He's got to be younger than Striker. You know, now Striker has been in this business so long that he's gonna kill him.
He's taunting the crowd. He's gonna kill Striker. Oh! Striker flattened here. Striker still kicking out though, showing some resiliency on Striker's behalf. Angel Camacho cannot believe it. He's like, man, I've probably put many of people away with that big body
splash.
That's got to be
well, you know, that's a good sign of what he usually considers a finisher right there. Despite the fact that we don't know exactly yet what it is, but when he is shocked and disappointed by the fact that he didn't put him away, you know, shocked that he didn't get a 3 count on that one. That's a sign of a man's signature move right there.
Yeah, but also, since he did not get the victory over that big body splash, what else does he have in his arsenal to put him away? What other big moves can we see by this big, powerful man? Well, as Striker reversing here, a big spine buster, a big Arn Anderson-like spine buster right there to Angel Camacho, putting him down. Both men are down now after that big spine buster. But can Striker come back after that big maneuver?
Who knows? Striker is looking, you know, pretty worn out dealing with this man.
I don't know how much Angel Camacho weighs, but he just lifted at least 300 pounds up in the air. still kicking out with force. But anyway, at least 300 pounds up in the air, held it for just a second and slammed him down. That's taken out of both men.
Oh yeah, that's a wearing down in progress. You know,
drop by Angel Camacho.
You know, we see Angel Camacho as he is just doing nothing
wait
but
a
big
minute.
moves. He's ready.
Wait a minute, Mike. Angel Camacho signaling for something big here. No way is this big man going up to the top rope.
Wow. Okay, so he made it.
Whoa! The knee of Angel Camacho catching Striker under the head, but he did not get all of that maneuver. And Angel Camacho is about to feel the stroke. Oh, Striker! Striker hitting the stroke. 1, 2, 3.
That was a 3 count, Angel Camacho, and that is what he should have been listening for the first time.
Your winner, Striker!
Striker able to pull the victory out on this rookie, but what an impressive debut. Going up to the top rope for a big man is very impressive. And just the bounce that he had while he was up there, very impressive, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, Angel Camacho, I'm sure, wanted to come out here, and that's why, you know, he was bringing out all these big moves, trying to finish this off and make the most powerful impression on this audience that he could. But he was a little too focused on that, and as opposed to being focused on who his opponent is. That's Striker. You cannot come in here making your debut against Striker and be focused on big moves and big moves only.
Well, I hope we get to see more from Angel Camacho, because I really like this guy's offense, and hopefully he can do some tweaking to it to try to get it fixed. We'll be right back at IZW Adrenaline. Stay with us.
Price your fire!
It's a cash emergency. Super Pawn Woman to the rescue.
When you need fast cash or great deals, come experience the fast, family-friendly service at Maverick Pawn, where they'll get you the cash you need to get back on your feet and make you a deal on the things you just can't live without. They've got a huge variety of jewelry, tools, game systems, and electronics. They'll even cash your tax refund check right on the spot. And don't forget, they buy gold.
Great deals. Fast cash. It's Maverick Pawn. 357-4911.
IZW is changing the wrestling world and taking over the World Wide Web. Like us on Facebook for exclusive photos, superstar interviews, and fan polls. Follow us on Twitter and keep up with your favorite IZW superstars. And go to izwrestling.com for exclusive articles, the latest news, and results. Click Media to keep up with all the episodes of Impact Television and After the Impact. Click on IZW Shop to order superstar t-shirts and IZW DVDs, Blu-rays, and combo packs. Get the full Impact Zone wrestling experience and be part of the IZW world. Impact Zone Wrestling every Saturday night in Lawton, Oklahoma. Be a part of the live broadcasts and TV tapings at the Impact Arena. Visit IZWrestling.com or go to GFL.TV any day of the week to catch us on demand and relive the Impact. Did we mention Impact? With all this exhilarating live action entertainment, your Saturday should never go to waste again. Spend it with IZW and feel the impact. Every Saturday night, this is who we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to IZW Adrenaline. What a fantastic but crazy night we've had as we approach the main event of this evening.
You know, Mike, chaotic would be a better word for it.
Chaotic would absolutely be the perfect word for it. That's all we saw. Destruction, chaos, Impact Elite coming out and wreaking havoc in the ring here at the Impact Arena tonight.
But fact of the matter is, we have our main event set, and it is Jermaine Johnson, the so-called leader of the hype section, which the hype section is non-existent at this point in time because he turned his back on all of his fans and all of us here at IZW. but he is going to go one-on-one with the Bronze Bull tonight. And these men have so much history, so much in their past. They have pure hatred for each other.
They
and
go
it's
back
all going to
so far.
accumulate tonight, and they're going to go head-to-head here at IZW Adrenaline, and we're going to have it for you tonight. It is going to be pure chaos.
Well,
but the question still, will Impact Elite get involved in this match, Mike?
Who knows? You know, they have to. They don't have to get involved anymore tonight, I'd say.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your main event, and it is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Coming to the ring first, representing Impact Elite, he is what wrestling should be, Jermaine Johnson!
You know, I'd say if anything, I'd say Impact Elite has to just chill out tonight, you know? They have done so much damage to some very undeserving people. Bobby Starr, Canadian Red Devil, Damon Windsor, they beat him out with clarity, authority, and brutality, you know? And this match that's coming between these two, Jermaine Johnson and the Bronze Bull, you know, the history between them, how do you think that's going to impact it at, the match tonight? They know each other very well.
You are definitely right there, Mike. You know, I'm not sure how it's going to impact this match, but I know that since Jermaine Johnson has joined up with Johnny Z, I'm sure that his in-ring work has changed, and we could be seeing a whole different Jermaine Johnson that we're used to seeing.
Oh, I'm sure of it. I'm sure he's
Will Aaron Dill, will the Bronze Bull be ready for that?
He's got no choice. You know, he wanted to fight tonight anyway, and he came ready to fight the Convict who beat him last week at Coronation. He's facing Jermaine Johnson now. Wow, what an epic,
and his
what a crazy night.
The Bronze Bull!
You know, as the Bronze Bull makes his way to the ring, one can only find out what he is thinking. He wants so desperately to beat the living hell out of the Convict, but he really has not had his opportunity. I mean, he had his opportunity at Coronation, but I mean, it was pretty much one-sided the whole time.
It was, you know, and I mean, but nevertheless, you know, that is a man who's determined. He is standing very firmly against Impact Elite, regardless of which member it is. He came out and just trashed Jordan Jacobs in the ring after he was already down. You know, this is a man who does not care. He doesn't have an ounce of care in his body for the feelings or the physical well-being of Impact Elite. Any member. And no one is safe from the Bronze Bull.
I just want to point out, too, that maybe if he can take Jermaine Johnson out tonight, then he can start slowly dissecting the rest of Impact Elite.
Well, a warm welcome from the audience to the Bronze Bull tonight as he's entered the ring. Jermaine is outside of the ring right now. I think it's got to be kind of stunning to him just to not have anybody on his side anymore. You know, I mean, he's clearly drifted off anyway, but he doesn't have anybody in here on his side.
He doesn't have the audience on his side, but he does have
Before
the
this
Impact
match
Elite
starts, I want to point
side.
out to everyone, it's going to be the Bronze Bull versus the Kiss Ass, which I only bring to everyone's attention because it's ironic because her breath smells like she's kissed ass.
Bronze Bull laid down the law about how Erica's breath smells and pretty much just calling Jermaine Johnson an ass kisser. I'm pretty sure that could light some internal flames inside Jermaine Johnson.
Well, you know, we saw how it lit him up earlier, too. You know, he got very upset the first time the Bronze Bull called him out, and it was only Erica's intervention that instead of having things happen right there, instead of having action right then and there on the spot, we had, you know, she set it up as the main event for tonight. Well, wow.
I mean, that's what we all want, though, Mike. I mean, we want a good Impact main event to keep our fans coming back, to keep us interested, and we're seeing it right now. We're seeing two of the best that IZW has to offer, and the Bronze Bull is already all over Jermaine Johnson here.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the early going.
He's got no mercy. I think he's kind of almost, in his mind anyway, painted an orange jumpsuit and a black mask over the face of Jermaine Johnson, because he is beating his head off the turnbuckle like that's exactly who he is. And we all know I'm talking about the convict here.
Jermaine Johnson wisely getting out of the ring before the Bronze Bull could do any more damage.
Well, just because he switched sides, it doesn't make him any dumber. You know, still a very smart wrestler, but man, he has just gone so far off the deep end.
I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out there. We're already seeing the offensive change from Jermaine Johnson. The old Jermaine Johnson wouldn't have rolled out of the ring like that and took damn near the whole advantage of the 10 count by Mark Wilson.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. You know,
Jermaine Johnson is already changing his offensive game up.
But, you know, think about, I mean, yeah, Jermaine Johnson's been in this ring, or in this arena, should I say, for a very long time.
But he's had 5 years to be exact.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, he's had the support of the audience for so long now. Essentially, his environment is completely different.
But that's what he wants. He does it from his point of view, from his standpoint. He does not need the hype section anymore. The only thing he needs is Johnny Z and the rest of Impact Inc. to be successful. I think he thinks that if Johnny Z is on his side, he will become more successful in this business. And that's
coming
not
behind
right.
the Bronze Bull, Johnson is taking every chance
hard.
he has, and now he's getting in the ring ready for more action as the Bronze Bull is still down outside of the ring.
Smart move there by Jermaine Johnson, breaking that 10 count by Mark Wilson. Oh! Shots to the gut and shots to the face of the Bronze Bull, and a shot to the barricade by Jermaine Johnson. Jermaine Johnson picking apart the Bronze Bull now. Jermaine Johnson back in the ring, taunting these wonderful fans that we have here. And the fans are not liking Jermaine Johnson at this point in time.
Oh, you know, he's just, you know, like I say, he's gone so far off of the deep end right now. You are looking, the man standing in the ring, not Mark Wilson, but Jermaine Johnson is beyond salvation. He is beyond redemption right now, you know. But he doesn't care.
And delivering that knee straight to the face, straight to the side of the head to the Bronze Bull, and also just trying to find other offensive maneuvers to keep the Bronze Bull down. And the longer the Bronze Bull is down, the more advantage Jermaine Johnson has, as it looks like he's backing him up into the corner here. And you see the more violent display of offense that Jermaine Johnson has going in.
Absolutely.
Jermaine Johnson, oh, wait a minute. Jermaine Johnson climbing the turnbuckle. No way.
Oh.
Can it be? Oh, big maneuver there. Jermaine Johnson trying to go up top, but Aaron Nell's not having any part of it as he throws him down with authority.
Wow, you know, and that is probably the most notorious way to be thrown by the Bronze Bull,
Big
you know?
flying elbow by Jermaine Johnson, knocking the Bronze Bull off of his feet, off of the vertical base yet again.
Jermaine Johnson trying to gain a little momentum with a kick straight to the head of the Bronze Bull. The Bronze Bull still kicking out.
With authority, I might add.
With authority. Everything he does is with authority. Even if it doesn't look like it's in his best interest, he knows what he's doing.
Did you see that blatant choke there by Jermaine Johnson right in front of Mark Wilson? Utilizing the whole 5 count, which he's doing here again.
Well, you know, he's sinking down to the level of Johnny Z, Jordan Jacobs, the likes. I mean, he fits in now with this new approach that he's taken to wrestling here in the Impact Arena. He fits in perfectly with Impact Elite.
And for a guy like Jermaine Johnson, the status that he has here at IZW, he does not need to sink that low. But he let himself fall in to the cult that is Impact Elite. It is not a group, it is a cult.
You know, it's despicable what the illusion of power can do to a man. You know, and whatever. I don't know what kind of money was thrown at him. I really don't want to make it a personal quest to find out.
Honestly, it's about power and money. And when those two things come together, you have good people like Jermaine Johnson turning around and facing towards the promised land other than facing towards his friends and family. And even his fans here at the IZW Arena.
Well, speaking of abandonment, he just abandoned the Bronze Bull to fly into the turnbuckle by himself.
And a big flying clothesline there into the turnbuckle, and with a drop kick. Jermaine Johnson finally getting some offense flurries going here. The Bronze Bull starting to feel it now, kicking out very vividly there. Trying to get that shoulder up and finally.
You know, we all know very well that the Bronze Bull is such a big force, but I just like to point out the strength and power that is Jermaine Johnson right now. You know, Mark Wilson's arm was paused mid-air, you know, for what would have been a pinfall, you know, to the Bronze Bull, and Jermaine Johnson is also very powerful, you know, and if you let the more momentum you let a man like that gain, the more control he's going to take over the match.
You are right, and you know, Jermaine Johnson now starting to feel those shots from the Bronze Bull as Jermaine Johnson's backed up into the turnbuckle, but Jermaine Johnson fighting back with a big clothesline, knocking the Bronze Bull down again. Can the Bronze Bull kick out? And he does. Getting the shoulder up before the count of 3. Mark Wilson informing Jermaine Johnson that it was only a 2 count.
Jermaine Johnson is clearly frustrated with the result.
He's very hesitant, Mike. He's very hesitant. Doesn't know what he's going to do next, but he's going to throw Bronze Bull out of the ring.
Yeah, he'll give him some time to think about it for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, this is IZW Adrenaline. We have seen a hell of a show tonight. Look at Erica doing this despicable, nasty stuff. Check us out on Facebook.
Facebook.com/IZW World, everybody. Or Facebook.com/Impact Zone Wrestling. You will find the latest news. You will find what's going on with the superstars, and you can also find us on Twitter as well.
Exactly.
Follow your favorite IZW superstar there.
You know, we've got there's links all over that page. There's links to every other page that the IZW has into all of their media coverage.
And IZW is taking over professional wrestling.
Absolutely, there's no doubt about it. As we see powerful displays like this one happening in our main event tonight.
Chops delivered. It is like Chop Fest 2013 out here tonight, Mike.
It is. I've seen more chops tonight than I've seen in quite a while, except for the ones that Jordan Jacobs took a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that was just downright brutal. Wait a minute, Green from Mount Olympus attempt here. Can he do it? Wait a minute, Jermaine Johnson smartly getting out of that and a kick right to the back of the skull.
You know, when you get kicked to the back of the skull like that, you face the potential of serious traumatic brain injury. You know, that is such a fragile area of your body.
That could have been a concussion.
It could be a concussion. You know, any kind of power.
Big body slam by Jermaine Johnson to the Bronze Bull. Jermaine Johnson showing how strong and powerful he actually is. And he's going up top now. One can only imagine what Jermaine Johnson's got in mind.
You know, the raised arm signals his ascension, and that's all we see from Jermaine Johnson.
In mind, can he pull it off? Can he do it? No! Bronze Bull coming out of the way before that big elbow could hit. Smart move by the Bronze Bull, getting out of the way of what could have been the beginning of the end for the Bronze Bull here tonight.
Yeah, that could have definitely been the beginning of the end, if not the end itself for sure. You know, I mean, as Jermaine Johnson, you know, like I say, is hey, Bronze Bull is heavy, but Jermaine Johnson has some weight behind him too.
Big buster by Aaron Neal. Can he pick up the victory? 1, 2. No! Jermaine Johnson getting the shoulder up.
Wow, well, you know, these guys are at each other's throats, and they're at anything that can give them the advantage over the other man. Right now, we saw it go from a power struggle to an all-out brawl, and the Bronze Bull delivering a powerful clothesline to Jermaine Johnson.
And Jermaine Johnson's got to find out what he's going to do next. He's going to see it. A big spear by Aaron Neal. Right to Jermaine Johnson. Jermaine Johnson wisely getting his foot on the rope there. Barely able to escape the pinfall, but getting his foot on the rope just in the nick of time before Mark Wilson.
Well, you know, when you get Jermaine Johnson on the mat like that, if he's anywhere near conscious, first of all, and if he's anywhere near the rope, that's exactly what he's gonna do.
A second failed attempt from Mount Olympus, and we got I guess that would be like a side Russian leg sweep kind of thing right there.
Yeah, you know, these men know each other so well. That was a excellent call right there, BH. You know, these guys, like I say, they know each other so well, and they go back so far.
Jermaine Johnson going up top. Can he pull this off?
Well, the Bronze
This is high risk.
turn around.
Going for that ES2, but he's got him in a Boston Crab-like sort of situation here.
Wow.
Can he pull it off? He's got him locked in, and Jermaine Johnson gonna tap. Nowhere to go in the middle of the ring. Here comes Jordan Jacobs.
Who is this?
What the hell is going on?
What in the world? Come on.
Come on, this is just downright just bullcrap, man. This is a great
pure
event.
garbage. You know, Impact Elite, you know, and that's Jordan Jacobs and Jermaine Johnson specifically tonight have shown nothing but
Ladies
dirty
and
foul
gentlemen,
play.
your winner by disqualification, the Bronze Bull.
You know, I do understand that this is Johnny Z's show, but he has shown nothing but disrespect to this crowd.
And now Kevin Morgan is walking in.
We got half of Impact Elite out here just beating the holy hell out of Aaron Neal.
Wow.
And now Johnny Z is on his way to the ring.
You know, I think he just wants
to hear his own music, and I think he just wants to be out in front of these fans.
We were thinking the exact same thing, BH. You know, he has just been bringing out his squad, the Impact Elite, all night.
I have one thing to say right now. I'm sure Johnny Z goes home, logs on to GFL TV, and just watches himself, and he just pauses it whenever he comes out and just takes pictures on his camera phone. I think that's why he's out here so damn much.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, for sure. You know, I mean, the vanity thing is one thing, but, you know, the brutality that Impact Elite is displaying tonight is completely uncalled for. And, well, you know what? There's nothing good to be said on behalf of Impact Elite.
Aaron Neal is a very, very accomplished athlete here, and he is just getting dominated by this cult.
But that's what happens when it's 5-on-1. You know, is that 5? Yep, that is 5.
And the thing is, Jermaine Johnson was sipping on that tainted Kool-Aid that Johnny Z has served, and he's got enough of it to go around for all of these other members of this so-called Impact Elite, which is a cult, I might add.
Oh yeah.
That tainted Kool-Aid is stuck in the breath of each and every one of these athletes here. And Convict, big body splash in the corner, pulling down the Bronze Bull. You know, I'm sure everybody is sick and tired of the Impact Elite here. Fans are very irritated. They didn't get to see the full main event match here tonight without some kind of bullcrap interference from the Impact Elite.
You know, or even more so, just without the negative edge that they're bringing to it. You know, I mean, these people paid money. You know, everybody that's tuning in really did. But you know, these people pay money to come out here and see a good show, and not to see some of their favorite superstars just get torn apart like this.
Physically dissected.
Yeah.
You know, people on GFL.TV pay money too.
Exactly.
And they're about to, looks like Convict is about to pay the Bronze Bull with a big type splash bomb from the second turnbuckle. And you know, this is just what goes to show you what can happen when you get all of the best athletes in IZW together in one group. You get dissections like this. We've seen it 3 separate occasions tonight. The Impact Elite has grown, and they are stronger than ever. But can they keep all of this momentum? And you see just the disrespect from Jermaine Johnson and Jordan Jacobs.
Oh yeah,
and adding on
the taunting. You know, I mean that's completely uncalled for. And the sad thing is that I know, based off of what we've already seen tonight, Bronze Bull is getting up, and we see this, but they're not going to let him go.
No way. He's going to do the 15 to 20 on the Bronze Bull. 15 to 20.
Fourth 15 to 20 delivered by the Convict tonight. This is just ugly.
What is this? I don't know if Johnny Z knows this, but the match has already been called, so there's no point in it.
And a reluctant Mark Wilson calling the pinfall on the Bronze Bull. Wow.
The Bronze Bull has already won this match by disqualification.
Well, you know, by normal rules, yes, but you know, by Johnny Z's rules, absolutely not.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Jermaine Johnson.
Well, I guess Johnny Z has the power to overturn anything here in IZW, and he's just abusing that power and that privilege.
Well, you know, I mean, Mark.
Your winner, when wrestling should be, Jermaine Johnson.
Now he's calling himself what wrestling should be. The head on Jermaine Johnson is just grew to the size of a freaking. Of a Led Zeppelin, of a freaking blimp.
A blimp, yeah, I was gonna say watermelon, but he's clearly, it's his head and his head only, at least in his mind, that are filling this arena right now. And another conceded foul from Impact Elite. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's been our main event. Take us home, big man.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to IZW Adrenaline. We will see you next Saturday night for another shot right to the veins of IZW Adrenaline. Good night, everybody. Take us back. We'll see you guys next week.